Hello everyone, I am Super Mario Sonic Lover, and welcome at last to the Mega Man playthrough. And I've said I was going to do this for a while now, and well, it's finally here. And I've also got another guest with me, so why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Hikari, Mega Man aficionado, and I am here to teach this guy how to play Mega Man right.
Yep.
And by that, he's going to fail a lot. I'm going to scold him for it.
Yeah, well... Yeah, I'm not the best at Mega Man, so you kind of have to expect some fails here and there, because I've only fully beaten this game once. Basically, I've never been, like... I didn't really get into the series until much later. I remember, like, hearing a lot of how Mega Man is, like, a really difficult series, and that kind of... I don't really want to say tore me away from trying it, but it kind of made me paranoid a little bit, because I wasn't really the best at games for a while. So it was kind of like something in the background for me for quite a while. And I remember a couple years back, I played Mega Man 1 and a bit of 2 on, well, a bit of both, on a website called NES Cafe, which had a lot of NES games pretty much emulated, and it worked fine enough. I just wasn't really a fan of using a keyboard, and plus it had quite a bit of lag in the emulator itself, which could only be removed by getting rid of the music and all sound effects. So I pretty much said screw it, I'll get it on the Virtual Console later and try the series out that way, which is how I'm doing this LP. I'm playing this on the Wii U Virtual Console, so...
I just like how we go through your history, and yet we're in Bomb Man stage, we haven't commented on anything on it. Anyway, in terms of Bomb Man stage, it's one of the easiest stages in the game, and Bomb Man himself is not too difficult, so he's one of those, first Robot Masters, although in my case he's one of my last, just because I think Cutman's a better beginning stage.
Okay.
In terms of the look, I've always had a hard time trying to figure out what this stage was. I've seen various, like in the Mega Man Archie comic, I'm not sure what it was in Mega Man Powered Up, the PSP remake. It was like some kind of bomb factory. I think that's what it is, except from the looks of it and the blue sky, it looks like it's outside the factory, maybe.
I can kind of see...
It's also one of the... oh, you just ran right into that killer bullet.
I can kind of see a factory in this design. You do kind of have to think like what some of these level designs are meant to be during this era, because you know, limitations of the consoles and all that. So I do kind of like the limitation at the same time though, because it gives the developers room to like think outside the box with the limitations that they have.
I guess so. In terms of, you were going on about how the only way you can play Mega Man, what was it, you said at the NES Cafe?
Yeah, I don't know if it's up now, but it was basically a web,
yeah, for the original Mega Man, you don't want to, or any Mega Man game in general, you don't want to turn off the music, because the music is amazing.
Yeah.
Mega Man's one of those franchises, it's known for two things. One, it's music, and two, it's difficulty. Although maybe it's just me being an expert at the games, but I don't think they're as hard as people make them out to be. Some of them are really, really brutal, like Mega Man and Basis Mega Man and Mega Man World 3, for instance, but for the most part, I think this series is good for platforming masochists like myself. You're gonna make it...
Oh,
no!
damn it. No, one thing I do like in this game is that it never really feels like bullcrap hard at any point. It feels balanced throughout, which is really good.
I'd say there's a few sections, like an Iceman stage, but we'll get to that.
Okay, well... There isn't a lot of, like, one-hit kills, I think, if I remember correctly.
Spikes and bottomless pits are the only things that kill you on one hit.
Yeah, but there aren't I don't think there's any, like, sections like in Mega Man 2 where the stage can outright kill you sometimes.
No, not to my knowledge.
I do prefer having that instead of like having sections where you have to act you have to act quickly, otherwise the stage will kill you. I don't know. Like
It's called a platforming challenge.
yeah, I don't know. Like I think sometimes Mega Man 2. I think Mega Man 2 got the challenge factor really like off, because like for the most part it's kind of an easy game, and when it is hard it just kind of feels like cheap difficulty spikes.
Yeah, Mega Man 2. It's easier than the first game, but when it gets difficult, it doesn't feel naturally difficult. It just feels really artificial. Like Dr. Wily Stage 4, I think, is the biggest example of artificial difficulty in Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
In terms of music, out of the Robot Master themes, at least for this particular game, Bombman is my favorite. I just like how slow it is, although knowing Bombman and his masochistic nature, I don't understand how he got this type of theme. I suggest getting rid of those, because they are very annoying. Oh yeah, this is also one of the only Mega Man games to have a score system, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you extra lives or anything.
Yeah, because like the other games have like energy tanks and all that. In this game, you don't really have any of that. So
No. You only get one thing to help you out, and that you don't get that till the Like Man stage. Even then, that's if you have the super arm. Or you could just play Like Man stage twice, but who wants to do that?
Yeah, it's kind of weird going back to this game because like I'm so used to having the energy tanks now, so it's kind of jarring actually.
Mega Man 8 and base get rid of the E-tanks.
Do they replace it with anything or?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They replace it with something different.
Okay, that's fine enough, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of still makes me wish the E-tanks were in those games.
What systems is Mega Man and Base on though? Because
Super Famicom and Game Boy Advance, but the Game Boy Advance port is terrible. And oddly enough, that's the one that got released on the Virtual Console like a couple of months ago.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like I heard Mega Man and Base was coming to the Wii U Virtual Console, and seeing as how I have pretty much most of the classic Mega Man games, like the only few I don't have are Mega Man and Base, the Wily Wars, which is the Genesis remakes of 1, 2, and 3, plus an extra bonus game called Wily Tower.
Okay.
When I heard Mega Man and Base was going on the Wii U, I was kind of like, well, at least I can have a digital version of this.
You know, I'm gonna be a cheap, like, plan.
You cheap bitch and just save state.
Yeah, that's good.
You're a noob, so I can let you do this, but if this were me, I'd have to start the whole thing over. I've been playing these games for a long time now, so
Yeah. So.
because I don't even know how many times I've beaten this game, like to the point where I don't even know how many times. Oh, you get yourself alive over here. You beat the Sniper Joe.
Come on.
So yeah, when I found out that Mega Man Base had the Game Boy Advance port, I'm just like, no, you can't do that. You just can't.
So.
I was pretty much livid.
It was kind of a good idea you asked to join me for this, because I'm not the most, like...
Knowledgeable?
Yeah, of the Mega Man franchise, so...
Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, this is also the only Mega Man game where you have obstacles when you go through the Robot Master door. Every other game you just have like a quick little hallway, which acts as a checkpoint. This acts as a checkpoint too, but you still have to fight stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and octopus batteries are fucking bullshit in this game.
Oh well. I was like almost dead anyway.
Octopus batteries suck in this game because their AI is just random. Later games they have a set pattern, but in this game they move whenever the hell they want. It's like sometimes they wait, and then sometimes they immediately go as soon as they go on a wall. It's annoying. See, like that. Like some just took their time, and one just immediately came to the wall.
I never really noticed that. I kind of tried seeing what they do, and some of the time they seem to have a like specific pattern to them. So I don't know.
Alright, now for Bomb Man. The best thing to do is go up close to him because he will try to actively avoid you.
Okay.
The Wily Wars version of this Bomb Man. He tried to run into you, which made fighting him that more annoying. Boom, bitch.
Wait, no, that's a bad idea. I shouldn't bother to do.
You're all the way back here.
I didn't mean to do that.
Intentional, I swear.
Oh boy. Have you explained your
history?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I told you this in the failed recording. By the way, this is the second take.
Yeah, because
I saw this YouTuber years ago. It was one of the very first YouTubers I was aware of. His name is MegaMan765. And he used to do these bloopers called Super Mario 64 bloopers, which, by the way, have not aged well at all. So, it was the first time I kind of heard of Mega Man, and I was kind of interested into who Mega Man was and what the games were like. So when I got my Wii and some Wii Virtual Console points, after I downloaded some Mario games, the first non-Mario game I got for the Wii Virtual Console was the first Mega Man game. So I wanted to know what it was like. Oh, you just scrolled Snapper Joe back on screen.
damn it.
At the time, though, since I was a platforming noob, I didn't expect it to be nearly as difficult as I thought, because I thought maybe it would be just like Mario, no, not that difficult. I was wrong. This game pretty much kicked my ass to hell and back.
Like it is doing to me right now.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like you right now. It's like living memories all over again. But I didn't pick up Mega Man again until 7th grade because I was still curious because I heard the later games got better. So I downloaded Mega Man 2, and you know, I'm one of those people that just doesn't understand why Mega Man 2 is called the best game in the series when I clearly think other games deserve more praise than 2.
Yeah.
So then I tried Mega Man 3, and I just fell in love with the series ever since, and I've played pretty much every game to hell and back. And since I'm a Mega Man main in Smash 4, I use these games for practice.
Really? I've actually heard about that. Like, Mega Man. People who made Mega Man actually use the actual games for practice. Like, how does that actually work? I'm curious.
Mega Man in Smash 4 plays pretty much how he does in the games. So what I would do is I would play, like, say Mega Man 4, for instance, and I would play that some more to get used to my surroundings, so I don't get an easy read on, or at least people don't read me, like, because it's a terminology thing.
Yeah.
I suggest going back down after he kills you, because you're not gonna beat him.
Yeah, just let him jumble me. But okay, I'm gonna save state here so I don't have to go back here if I get a game over.
You know, we should rename this A New Place Mega Man. And while someone explains the games.
Essentially. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the Mega Man Smash thing. I've gotten pretty decent with Mega Man. I kind of need practice with him, but I've never been that good at using the upgrades in this game. Like, for the most part, I stick with the Mega Buster.
Some of them are... Mega Man 1's weapon system is a bit hard to explain because it's 50-50. Half the weapons are pretty good, half of them are kind of eh. Like the Hyper Bomb Man's weapon. It does a lot of damage and it covers a lot of ground. The big problem is that it takes a long time for the weapon to explode. So you're more than likely not gonna get, unless they're stationary or in a tight spot. You're not gonna get a kill with the hyper bomb.
Okay. Well, at least it's more balanced than Mega Man 2's weapon system. Yeah, that's for sure.
Don't remind me of Mega Man 2's weapon system. I still hate that weapon system, by the way.
I still think Mega Man 2 is a fine enough game. It's just way too. I just think it's way too overrated. Like, it's fun enough, but there are some design choices that I'm just like, how do people consider this the best in the series?
I don't know. Anyway, you just killed Bomb Man. How do you feel?
Terrible, because I did terrible.